In today's video, we're gonna soup up a pair of moon shoes and see if we can bounce to the moon. Guys, we're playing with one of my favorite things in the whole entire world today. Moon shoes! I love these. A lot of people watch the commercials. It's super 90s, super early 2000s. And these were like the cool thing when I was a kid. And I was always slightly disappointed by the bounce. Like when you watch the commercials, the kids are like barely bouncing off the ground. So I want to see today if we can use a bungee cord and some springs to make some super awesome moon bouncy shoes. Here's the basic idea. We have several pairs of moon shoes and we want to see if we can use springs, bungee cords, and the original system to see how high we can bounce. Here are our moon shoes. There's some clunky pieces of just plastic. What's cool though is they've created this mechanism on here. So they have these little hooks on the end that loop through the shoe that we're gonna get out here in a second, and that's how they gain their bounce and their spring, because they're creating a surface underneath your foot that you are then pulling tension on, and then it releases and bounces you up. So we're gonna get these shoes set up with the original springs, rubber bands, which is kind of brilliant on their part because these rubber bands have grease on them. Did not know that when I first got these and opened them up and was like, ugh. But it's brilliant so that they don't get dried out when they've been in storage or in the packaging, and that way you don't ever get stuck on the plastic, so you really do get a good bounce. I have prototyped these, I have played with these, and it is a blast. So to test to see what my normal height bounce is, and then the moon shoe bounce, and then the bungee cord and the spring bounce, we're gonna use Post-it notes and do an old school jump test. And that's the best way to test this. So we've got several different colored Post-it notes and we're gonna put our jump power to the test. All right, these guys are ready to bounce. So we're gonna go upstairs where it's carpeted, put these bad boys on, take a jump test with me without these on, with these on, and then we're gonna come down here and get to work on making them super moon shoes. What? So normal jump test 1, 2, and 3. So those are all pretty good. Now we're gonna strap these bad boys on. They're not made for my feet. There they go. So I know what some people are gonna be thinking about this jump test. Grace, you're at a higher height. Of course you're gonna jump higher. All right, you see those stickers over there? That's from when I tested it earlier. I still haven't figured out how to get them down, but what I realized is when you jump in these moon shoes, your feet actually hit the floor when you bounce or when you push down, so it's kind of like pushing off the ground. Okay, that wasn't a full jump. I was a little nervous. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ray, do you see it? We're going for 3 to 5 inches. My hypothesis is the bungee cords are gonna do the best, but I don't really know because I haven't tested that yet. So let's go soup up these moon shoes. Whoa, that was awesome. All right, so with these bungees, I'm cutting off the ends and then I measure them to put them through the moon shoe, and then we cut it and we actually use zip ties to kind of like, you know how these loop around these? We're going to use these bungee cords and loop them around, pull them through the shoe to the other side, zip tie them to give us the ultimate bungee cord bounce. All right, so this is the OG moon boot. This is our new and improved moon boot with bungee cords and zip ties. Getting the same compression, but since you know, we already had one made, we're ready to go test. 1, 2. Ah! So Mark said the lowest one fell out for the moon shoe, so we'll take off like a little bit. I don't know what happens in number 3. Bungee seems to be the same as the normal, so I guess that's good. Hopefully the springs improve our bounce. Maybe the toy companies just had tested it so many times and knew it was gonna be best and beat me to the punch, but just never shared the information. So here I am strapping bungees to my feet to bounce. Let's go put springs in our shoes. All right, we've got our spring shoes that are gonna spring us to the moon. I don't know how well I trust these. The bungee ones don't really sketch me out. I could bounce in those all day long. I would add more bungee to them to give me even more jump because I really think if I added another bungee cord, it would work. These sketch me out. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I drilled extra holes. The springs don't really fit in that well. This is gonna be very interesting. But you know, that's life. Things we do for you all. Let's go get springy. All right. Initial feeling, unstable. I definitely need like things on the front and back. Spring off! Nope, we're losing springs. We lost a spring. So, do not recommend. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Do not make your moon shoes spring shoes. It was fun. We tried it. We tried to literally make a trampoline under your feet. A step further I would like to go with this is actually make these like trampolines, like get the trampoline material, littler springs like they use on kid trampolines and see if we could get that to work. But you know, moon shoes normal. I had them all the way souped up. That was probably the first mistake is I put all the rubber bands in there, so I made them super moon shoes. But you know, the bungee cords and making your own homemade moon shoes, that did pretty well. Like the homemade moon boots, shoes, I would make those again. Those were fun. Springs, don't attach springs to your feet. I enjoyed it. If there's anything else you guys want to see us do with moon boots, I'm open to the possibilities. Convince Nate to let me walk on the ceiling with them by putting suction cups to the bottom. Please put that in the comments. Convince Nate. Woo! Jeez! Hey guys, sometimes we fail, sometimes we win on this channel, but we do a lot of winning and awesome things. So check out that box right there with other recommended videos from our channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.